We deserve it all, my nigga, no doubt in that. Yachts in the Caribbean, blowing kush, counting cash. Calls from accountants, investments are growing fast. Ocean view fronts, offshore accounts, clear blue water, white sand beaches, my nigga, imagine that. I'm thinking on a level these niggas can never match. Louis V bag, the stuff with a few racks. Matching the latest bins without made it on the tax. True winners from the beginning, you know we been getting it. Back in 2010 is when we locked the shit in.
Welcome to the In Perspective Sports Show. I'm your host, that nigga, Robert Gordon, in the building. I got an extended cast, but it's really we're gonna get deep tonight, so I didn't want too many on here. Dusty Rose in the building. Johnny Surratt, how you doing, cousin?
Good, I'm good.
That's what's up. Ghost, Lonnie Edmondson, how you doing, my brother?
I don't know, the ratings got to get out the roof.
Hey.
Yeah. Nah, we here, man. Let's go. It's a lot of meat on the bone. Let's rock. It's gonna be a good show.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right. Now, y'all know I'm going straight there. It's kind of the social segment because, I always like to put... But look, this is the whole reason why I do the social segment, to show that there's a balance and the equality of what we living in. Because now it's all mashed together so hard. You got Collin in a real-life situation of suing the NFL. Now, panel, Collin has the burden of proof. Can he prove some kind of collusion between the the owners of the league, to show that he was kept out of a job in the workforce of the NFL?
I think his resume shows that he's been blackballed. There's no doubt about it. I think the last straw was when Mariota for Tennessee went down, and they don't have anybody that can back up Mariota on the level that Collins could. So I think that that pretty much sealed the deal that he's blackballed. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's league wide.
You saying that he should have been Mariota's backup?
No, I'm saying that the most qualified man should be getting a position. And when you're blackballed, no matter what your resume says, and he has a pretty good resume, he took a team to a Super Bowl.
Right.
He took them to the league championship, his division championships and stuff. I mean, he's qualified to have a position in the NFL. He's better than 1/3 easily, maybe 2/3 of the starting quarterbacks now.
True.
So how is there not collusion amongst the owners on preventing him from having a position in the NFL?
Well, because you still haven't proven it. That is a bunch of opinion that you said, my brother, and I respect all of it and value it because I feel the same way. But when we're talking about the burden of proof...
The burden of proof is it's going to be hard to prove.
He's better. His resume is better than, hands down, 1/3 of the NFL, as many as 2/3 of the NFL. That is proof in the pudding.
But how can you prove that?
He's did this year after year after year after year.
Here's the whole day when you blackball. It's the conspiracy behind it where you can't pinpoint that.
Right. That's the blackball issue. That's what the blackball issue is.
Look, man, I'm going to have to agree with Dusty Pete. Dusty brought up a number. He is better than 50% of the quarterbacks in the league. You can't sit here and tell me that this guy couldn't make a backup spot. Okay.
I agree 100. I agree.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But here's the whole thing about that is, this dude won more fucking games, playoff games, than Tony Romo in a 4-year career. The 13 years, 11, 12 years.
That's true.
With 3 big-ass contracts.
That's true.
So, but we can't prove that.
He's won more playoff games than Dak Prescott also. I don't know why I had to shoot that in there for my Cowboy fans, but I had to shoot that in there.
Right.
Somebody made a point that can be proven after Jerry Jones, after he knelt, and then Donald Trump called him and said, "Hey, you can't be," and then next week Jerry Jones was like, "Anybody kneel on this team, you're out of here."
There, my brother, is the tip of a collusion.
That is, but Jerry was like, Jerry shows you what you want to. Hey, man, if you really want to be honest on some real shit, could the meat be some massive, submissive shit? Why ain't it this?
What you mean? Why? They just
That might have been what Jerry did. I don't know. No, I ain't gonna go there. But seriously, Jerry Jones. Listen, he's a great businessman. He's 3 steps ahead, and he showed him how he pretty much the first business in this. Like, okay, let's get this over with. I'm gonna go out here with y'all. You know, let's get the show rolling. This is why I brought up the week later. You can't come in. You can have your day at work. You can have your 15 minutes of fame, but you're not gonna stay employed bucking the boss man every day.
Let me ask you a question.
It's not realistic.
Do you think whenever Donald Trump came out with the SOB comment, do y'all think that the owners spoke about what to do next for their business? Some kind of collusion. Not to... I'm just saying that conversation is probably there is what I'm getting at. That conversation amongst the owners was there. Oh, okay.
You know what the fuck that conversation was?
SOBs. So the boys is probably getting ready to get mad as hell. So we need to calm the boys down and get out there and deal with them. What y'all want to do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because then every team, almost every owner, what happened? I don't know. What's the numbers? 8 teams, 9 teams?
Are they submitting to the owners? Subliminally, and we not catching this.
Of course. Can he prove it? Yes or no?
Collin?
Yes.
Fuck no. It's a conspiracy.
Can he prove it? You know, if you put this in front of some judges versus instead of some jury, which I'm sure the judges are going to be the ones to make this decision, it's really going to be hard to prove, but it's going to put a lot of light on the good old boy scenario that they got going on out there. I think
that in essence, that's basically...
This is what the fuck needs to happen right now. Yes. They listen. Right now, what they need to do is, them boys need to make, if they really behind him, they need to make him their player rep and go into negotiation with him next year. Forget playing the football. The NFL can't do anything about that. But if they stop that, the racism would be exploited at a whole nother level. I mean, this is the can of worms that you could open up, you know what I'm saying, to show these kids. This is fucked up.
You saying to make Collin the player rep?
Yeah, he's not getting another job in the NFL.
Well, I don't think that he goes as hard as the guys that are already player reps. Those dudes are real hardcore, and they're really about the players. Collins is his claim to fame is that he kneeled and he wanted to change the dynamics of things that are going on in the community. He's not necessarily a football-minded individual that would represent the NFL on a level that things would change. I think that he's going to be a great...
You need niggas with nuts going in there.
I think he's going to be a good ambassador.
You need niggas in there with nuts going in there with them. Jerry Jones is
I think he's going to be a good ambassador to some civil rights scenario.
Man,
I think he's going to be a good guy going to colleges, giving the students, heads up on life. But I don't think that he's going to be that business guy to go in there and change the collective bargaining situation. I just don't think he's built.
You don't have to have business. Just use the leverage. The illusion is this is business. It's all leverage.
I think that. I like the move. I mean,
it don't matter who you send in there. If Jerry Jones him ain't got theirs and Dak and Zeke them out there and them niggas out there sending them tickets, they don't have no fucking leverage going into the future. You can't replace a good product just like it worked.
They can find one to put Collin in place. I think to do something radical, or
that is radical because the NFL
but just that alone.
Something fucked up.
I just don't see where
the NFL and racism really.
But what is that going to have to do with the long-term things that are put in place by like the collective?
Why shouldn't he be that? Say what you want to. They do him now.
He'll no longer be a face anymore because they do all that behind closed doors.
Well, Dusty. Until somebody's black going in and showing some black power, where 80% of the leverage is black and it's not been used. It's been used against 20%, or 5% of the league is owners. Maybe less than the 1% of the league is owners running the whole 85%. You just listen. That you can't go in there and bougie and defeat that. That has to take muscle mentally. And somebody saying we ain't playing no goddamn football. Jerry Jones didn't understand that. You can send all the people you delegate, fancy people you want, get business people. But you know what though? What's gonna happen with business people? A smart businessman is gonna cut your throat, and Jerry and them's gonna pay him to cut your throat.
Right.
This is why somebody raw. This is why he's. I think he should be the player rep.
I thought
A real nigga going in there like
Troy Vincent's job.
I can dig that, but
can't see no Tom in there. You gotta watch that Tom acting like a real nigga.
Right.
He's dangerous.
we're gonna take a break because I'm
My
gonna
bad.
come up on the next one. But as far as the case that we proved for Collin, we got possible phone calls that were amongst the coaches.
Right.
Maybe we could find something there. The fact that he is blackballed and it's obvious on every kind of level, from 50% of the players to 2/3 of the players he's better than by record and by stats alone. And he's got more wins than Romo.
Right. But don't forget that you also have to put in there that he has a very strong position that because of the color of his skin that he also may be being blackballed also. So let's not leave that out of there.
Definitely because of his skin.
Definitely because of the color of his skin. Because if a white guy would have did this, I'm not sure that this would be going through all this.
And we're going to take a break. In perspective.
It might not have been. It might have been the fact that his hair and the